out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And it's caught. Kobe Flainer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. Try a little trickery here on the end around. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Atkins now on 1st and 10. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Now let's go.
Here's Atkins throwing again on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And able to find Conley. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Saints put up 29 points a game last year, second only to the Falcons, and they're in range to get some points on this drive as well. 1st and 10. Now Kamara. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Back to throw. Atkins. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the 1st half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a 2nd, but you're right, not to be. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Now let's go.
Atkins from the gun, he'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 33. And Lutz puts this one through. So we've reached halftime here on... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a play fake here on first down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They go play action now. Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you've got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Play action. It's Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Seahawks on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner, shows it there on third down, very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
So they're operating in the red zone. Now Wilson. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Second down, goal to go from the 6. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's the fullback taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And his kick is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This is pretty big.
I put a star. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They go play action here on 1st down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Luke Wilson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Atkins to throw on 1st down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Atkins. Throwing on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Atkins now to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw. Atkins being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They go play action with Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
By the way, 3rd quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. The Jets have scored again. They're really opening it up now. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
All right, here we go.
Here's Atkins to throw on second down. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
All right, here we go.
Atkins operating from the gun. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark, he's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Gets around him. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Around the NFL, third quarter from Foxborough. Patriots continuing to roll, opening their lead up even further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Fairley in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. The Seahawks on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. Now Wilson rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The Seahawks send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Atkins to throw on 1st and 10. And the tight end has it. It's Fleener. He chucks him aside.
Dumped him.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And now running right through it. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now from Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Atkins off the bootleg. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
Second down now after the pass completion. Atkins now from the gun, he'll throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Back to throw again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Rankins in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Forced out to his left. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. They'll get 19 yards there. And it's good enough for a Seattle 1st. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. Down right around the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. Now a give right side McCaffrey. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field, and the Buccaneers have just extended their lead. A win would be their 1st of the young season. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
He's back to throw. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Back to throw. This is caught. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads. Took him right off his feet at the 1-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. This is turning into a bit of a death march here, the 13th play of this drive. They come out here in the eye. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Elsewhere, they're into the fourth at FedEx Field. And it's the Bucs who have scored again to open up that lead. A win would be their first of the young season. He'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20, 10, and this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Red zone opportunity. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Meanwhile, in Foxborough there in the fourth quarter, and it was the Patriots that wound up winners in that one. A win would be their second on the young season.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Partner, this first week...